Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Racing. Minister, I have finally received through RTI process the David Sykes report into animal welfare undertaken at the request of Tas Racing.
Released yesterday.
The report makes 83 recommendations for improving the welfare of racing animals, noting there are significant structural, leadership and staffing concerns at both Tas Racing and the Office of Racing Integrity, and a lack of focus on animal welfare. In fact, one of the most alarming aspects of the report is that Ori did not participate in the consultation at all. To quote Mr Sykes on page 4, I was unable to examine welfare data and statistics collected by Ori and could not make meaningful comparisons with similar data collected by other racing authorities. Additionally, I was unable to discuss welfare-related protocols that Ori has in place. Minister, Ori has racked up quite a list of failures. It has turned a blind eye to licensing requirements of trainers in flagrant breach of the Dog Control Act. There are serious concerns over animal welfare enforcement, and now it won't even participate in Tas Racing's internal welfare review. Minister, can you really expect the community to believe that you take animal welfare seriously when the Office of Racing Integrity, under your watch,
or the government,
failed to participate or provide data to a crucial report into racing animal welfare?
Have a different view to the government?
Thank you.
Minister for Racing.
Well, she has a habit of making
Order.
it personal, so I just thought I'd mention it. Right, of course we take animal welfare seriously.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Ms Johnston, thank you for that very important and serious question. And before I start, I just want to note that the review was actually released, so I'm not sure why you felt the need to RTI it. It was publicly available. It's been made transparently available.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Secondly, Ms Johnston, I have also written to you...
Johnston, I believe it is.
Sorry, through the chair. What was the question?
I believe it's Johnston.
Order.
So I do just want to
Minister
note that I have actually taken the time to write back to you in relation to the last question you asked in Parliament, even though you didn't write to me. So very happy to provide information at any time. The government is a very, very strong supporter of Tasmanian racing industry, which makes a vital contribution to our economy and employment, particularly in regional Tasmania.
That's right.
The Tasmanian Government, we are committed to improving animal welfare outcomes in the racing industry across all three codes. The government and Tas Racing are investing more money than ever before into greyhound and horse welfare to ensure that they are treated with dignity and care before, during and after their racing days.
Party Council.
During April 2022,
We had one.
Dr David Sykes was engaged to conduct a comprehensive...
Order. Conversations across the chamber should cease. Minister has the call.
During April 2022, Dr David Sykes was engaged to conduct a comprehensive review of Tas Racing's Animal Welfare Department, including current programs. Dr Sykes is an internationally renowned regulatory veterinarian. The review was communicated to a range of internal and external stakeholders, all of whom were offered the opportunity to engage with Dr Sykes and provide input. The resulting report was provided to Tas Racing on the 1st of August 2022. The review makes 83 recommendations, and whilst these recommendations are appropriately and properly considered by Tas Racing, and immediate analysis of the paper shows that 6 of the recommendations are already in place and a further 30 recommendations are already underway. Tas Racing is now considering the report in detail and will determine an appropriate plan to action relevant recommendations. Entirely sensible, of course. Subsequent updates will be provided in due course. Tas Racing publicly released the report on Monday the 26th of September, and again this shows that Tas Racing and the Tasmanian racing industry are committed to transparency and industry performance reporting.